Hello, my name is Greg Simpson, and I'm the founder of EDNA. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about the state of the project and where we're headed. Today is actually kind of historic. It marks the 1 year anniversary of the final airdrop on EOS mainnet for EDNA tokens. And part of that is the results of that airdrop is something I want to talk about specifically. But first, some good news, some exciting news. As of a couple hours ago, our new contract was pushed out to the EOS mainnet. The old contract had about 5 functions, 5 things you could do with the contract, and the new one has a little over 60. So it's a pretty huge leap forward. These actions are necessary to run a DAC with full governance and full elections, full ability of the members to propose items and vote on them, transfer tokens. There's also leasing in there, which I've talked about before, which is pretty exciting investment opportunity. Also, ordering is a part of this contract, and that contract's up and live on the EOS mainnet. Now, the state of the contract is set to pause, and I'll tell you a little bit more about why it's paused. What it means is that for the next 48 hours or so, no activity can take place on that contract. It means if you've got an order on new decks, say, that order will be there when we unpause, either buy or sell. If you're attempting to transfer in the next 48 hours, that will fail. The contract just won't allow it while we make sure that we've got all our I's dotted, T's crossed. Over the next several weeks, we'll be turning these features on, all 60 some of them, a little bit at a time, cautiously, moving slowly, making sure security audits and everything for each item are in place. But it's a huge leap forward for EDNA. And in order to give you guys an idea of what that's going to look like, the look and feel to you, the end user, the new EDNA website has also been pushed live. So if you haven't been to https.edna.life, get there and have a look-see. That's also going to be important too. One thing I'm going to tell you is back to the airdrop. So it's been a year, and it hasn't actually worked out very well for EDNA. The EDNA token could be taken as a security, assuming that the DAC custodians elect for that and say that yes, they'll be paying some sorts of profit or ownership, recognizing ownership based on tokens. That will get settled out here in the next couple of weeks. We have appointed 9 custodians as pro tem, and they will begin running the show here probably by the end of the week. Their ability to act and execute things, alter the contract, vote, and things will also come online relatively quickly. Certainly by end of this month, they'll be in pretty much full control of the DAC. Concurrent to that, elections will begin to either re-elect them or get you, an EDNA member, up there in the custodian chair to begin calling the shots. So, yeah, things are moving pretty quickly here. It's been a while. It's been quiet for a while, but we've been hard at work the entire time, I assure you. When we do come unpaused, you can expect to operate on at least 2, if not 3 chains, Warbly, Telos, and EOS. So the intention is to make sure that when we execute an action on EOS, the Telos and Warbly chains will know about if we go live on all 3. The idea is that all the other chains need to know that you cast a vote for this guy, so we elect the right guy in the end. It's a little complicated, but we've got it down now. There were some issues around changes on the EOS chain network and how that code operated, what the BPs do and don't do. That's kind of pushed us into a certain way of doing this, and we're playing a little bit of catch up on that. But overall, it's looking very good. Like this is going to actually come to fruition rather shortly. So the that's the contract. The website's going to allow you, it's a beta website, but it's going to give you the look and feel of how EDNA will function. You're pretty much free to click anything there. Most all of it, except for one function, as of the next within 2 days, within 48 hours, will begin working, but that will be the only one for the short-term future. By the end of next week, we'll probably have 2 or 3 more of those brought online. We're just going to continue to cycle and bring them online as we can get through their testing and make sure they're interoperating with all of the other networks just right, and as well as the security audit. Make sure that each of those functions has been reviewed for security. So the other item that's important to talk about today is that now that the contract has been paused, we have a script running in the background which is returning the EDNA tokens to EDNA. We're calling it an undrop. Essentially, the airdrop didn't do anything like what we expected. We expected to have people curious about our project, interested in our project, and instead what's occurred is 97.5% of our tokens haven't moved out of wallets. Many of those wallets may be dead wallets. We don't know. There's no way to tell. We can't see any activity on our token whatsoever. Now, any token that's shown activity by either trading, buying more, selling more, staking, putting a token in EDNA's CQ, in short, any way we could discover that that wallet is being actively managed by a human being and doing something on the network with our tokens, you're exempt. You're not going to get undropped. Your tokens, nothing to be done. Those people that have just basically ignored the EDNA drop, we're gonna pull them back, but there's a very, very, very simple process to get them back for yourself. You just have to claim them, just like any other poor man's drop or claim drop out there. We're gonna ask you to come to our website, click one button to register, and then one button to claim. And I'll do a little demo of that process here at the end of this video, so that you get a feel for what that looks like. I guarantee it's as simple as we could possibly make it, and painless, and in seconds they'll be right back in your wallet, and it'll be like you still have your drop. What it does for EDNA, and why we need to do this, is with that little percentage, 2.5% of our tokens in circulation, we can't function. We need those tokens to purchase materials. We need to purchase sequencing materials to get people sequenced. And with that few tokens in circulation, we just can't do it. We don't have a business. So because we based ourselves on using these tokens as a way to purchase service, they have to be in circulation. So this is our way to do it. Now, before anybody yells about scams or anything like that, rest assured, these tokens go directly into a lease. In other words, they're going into circulation. Anyone that doesn't claim their tokens, that's where they're going to end up. We're going to basically lease them, and that allows the price to come down for EDNA members, and in some cases, people with very difficult time in life financially, and I'm talking people that are living in poverty-stricken areas where their DNA may be the biggest asset they have. This will give them access to actually monetize that asset by borrowing your tokens, these tokens, the unclaimed tokens, let's call them that. That's really what they are. You certainly have the opportunity to claim them back with a few mouse clicks. And that's going to go on. We're going to allow that to run for about 30 days. And once they're reclaimed, locked down, the rest of those go into the lease. Poor people can come get them, monetize their DNA. They're not going to be poor. As we talked about before, this may be the biggest asset for some of these folks. So it's village changing. I think the ethics behind what we're doing are very sound. We're not slipping them into our pockets, we're slipping them into the EDNA system. And we're making sure that the people who most need to monetize some sort of asset get access to the ability to monetize that asset. I hope the community sees that as in the light of what it really is. And I'm certain there will be people who will want to say this is a bad plan, this is a horrible thing, this is cheating. Really think about it for a second. Uh, I'm not depriving it. I'm not here to take anybody's tokens. The airdrops are the airdrops. I'm here to get my tokens, our tokens, EDNA's tokens circulating. And it's vital for us to succeed to have that happen. Um, I hope you guys understand. I hope there isn't too much upset out there. That wasn't our intention to cause a great deal of upset, but we have to be able to run the show. The EDNA has to function. This is a project that has a very humanitarian bent. It has a very decentralized against the powers, and certainly we're not trying to replace, be the new boss in place of the old boss. Uh, the blockchain will account very simply where these tokens end up. So I thank you for your time. Without further ado, I'm going to show you the few mouse clicks that you're going to need to go through to reclaim your tokens. And remember, it's about 48 hours from now that'll be unlocked, and you can run back and claim them. And you'll have about a month to do it. After that, we'll get them into a lease and get on with the show. Hopefully, there's some excitement here. This is a huge leap forward for us to bring the DAC up. And a few weeks more, we're all in. Thanks for your time. If you have any questions, come see us at our Telegram. It's linked on our website, https edna.life. Thanks much. Headed is edna.life. Go to the members area. Say I need to register. Pick a username. Password. Should be a strong one. You won't see that insecure thing about the connection. This is a staging site I'm demonstrating this on. Click register. Then click I'm registered, log me in. You'll want scatter running for the next part of this. Log in with your scatter on the EOS network, please. Then simply put the EOS account name that you're trying to recover the airdrop for there and hit submit. That's all there is to it. Scatter will pop up and send you, ask you to sign the transaction. After it's signed, it'll be in your wallet in a matter of sub-seconds, as you know. That's it for claiming your tokens. Thanks again for your time and attention.